You cannot control my thoughts, my emotions, my words, or my action.
I have deleted a lot of programs, and I have kept a lot of my programs.
Tai Chi is a Chinese martial art for health and self-defense.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, it's really a pleasure to have you here. A very, very, very warm welcome to you. You know, just standing here and looking at your beautiful faces, realizing how beautiful it is outside, and you could be doing so many other things, but you're here. You've chosen to show up for yourself. And we are so grateful that you've made that choice. So thank you. We certainly invite you to enjoy the program, participate. This is for you. We are here for all of us, right? So ask your questions. Don't be shy. Or if you're shy, come out of it for a bit. Maybe stay out of it. But ask your questions. We're totally here to ensure that at the end of the day, you feel completely supported and empowered.
Yes! 2022, welcoming on stage our founder, Mr. Courtney Kazembe. Make some noise!
Good morning. Yeah. Well, first let me acknowledge you for standing for yourself, for being here today. Now, my commitment is that today is going to be the best day of my life. That's my commitment to me. And I would like to know who would like to join me in that commitment that today is going to be the best day of their lives. Is there anybody who are going to join me in that commitment? We are going to play the game of our lives today. We have assembled the most incredible speakers, events, knowledge, technology to make sure that today being the best day of our lives. Now, let me ask you this question. Who are you? So therefore, external things can affect our thoughts, right? So if I going around talking about I am my thoughts, any little thing from the outside world could affect how I think, and then I say I am that thing. So I am not my thoughts. Then if we notice as well, you have feelings as well. Everybody notice they have feelings? And you ever notice that one person could say one thing to you, And it changed how you feel?
Yeah.
Avenel, what is being?
How you're thinking, feeling, and acting in this moment.
I want you to remember this for the rest of your life. And I want you to apply it to your life. Being is what I am thinking, speaking, feeling, and acting in this moment. Let me see all the hands of those of you who would like to be healthy for the rest of your life. Who you are being in the moment will determine whether or not you are sick or healthy. You have a right to be here. You are a child of this universe. Each and every one of you have a right to be on this planet. You're no less than a man who have $1 billion. You're no less than a man who is a world record holder. You're no less than a man who make $10 billion. You are a human being. And you have a right to be on this planet. This is your planet. You have a right to be here. Your past don't matter. Your bank account don't matter. Where you come from don't matter. Whether or not your parents, grandparents were enslaved don't matter. None of that matter. You are a human being with a right to be on this planet, with all the rights of any other human being on this planet, whether them claims to them a royal or them a billionaire or whatever they claim. And all you have to do to succeed in this world is to act it. That's all.
Three hands came.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, my name is Christopher Levy. Yes,
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I am up in the sky. I'm feeling great that I can go to someone and say, hello, my name is such and such, and I'm feeling good. My name is Christopher Levy. Yes, I asked him, what can I do and how can I help you today, and how are you?
Thank you. And what's possible when you're able to do that?
It makes me feel like I'm someone. I'm just doing the right thing.
My name is Sada. I feel so confident talking to that brownie over there.
Hi, my name is Shay.
Hello, Shay. Okay, how did it make you feel, Shay?
Sir, it make me feel nice.
You feel nice?
Yes, sir.
And what's possible when you feel nice?
Anything, sir, anything.
Anything is possible.
I felt great. My name is Elijah.
Devante? Okay, Elijah.
Yes, sir. I felt like a lion.
Aye!
Yes, sir. But I feel big, man. Never know, say, to meet everybody in our room feels so nice. Feel like I'm a family.
Yeah! Okay, and what's possible?
Oh, anything is possible, sir. Anything at all.
Anything.
Great big bundle of potentiality. Oh, yeah. And I'm learning to hear God's word, and I'm trying to make the right choice. I am a promise to be anything God wants me to be.
All right, say that part again. I am a promise to be
Anything God wants me to be.
myself. I recognize that the material things of life does not matter. Because if you don't know who you are as an individual and start to love yourself from inside out, then you'll never glow. Love is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. Happiness comes from within. It comes from inside of you. But we need people to pull it out. But you also have to acknowledge that for yourself, because there are some things that you cannot control, and these are the externals of life. You cannot control nothing outside of yourselves, and until you get that, you will never, ever know what love is.
I'm giving you a whole heap of stuff right now, but I'm hoping more than anything else, what it is that I'm saying to you is resonating with you in terms of how it is that you are messing up your own lives, just like I was messing up mine. The people in my life, my auntie them, I have to go back and heal them up, because my auntie them, what I realized that I used to hate them like poison because of all of the negativity that I thought they was doing to me, only to realize that my auntie them was like 9, 11, 13 when my mother left them with us. Them was little pick to themselves. So when they want to play with them friend, of course, they going to box you and they going to pinch you and they going to hurt you because they want to do what them want to do. So when me become a big man now, me realize that for years me hate them people here. We used to go over camp, we used to bore a hole in a camp fence and go over camp, go swimming at the pool. A deep pool, no shallow end never in that pool. And when my auntie them hold me, I almost kill me with beating. I hated them like poison because them I try to stop with fun. So you, all of us in here, we have people in our lives that are looking out for our best interests, but because it's not lining up with the fun that we think that we want to have right now, we're not depend that with them, and them are the worst people in the world. I thought Mr. Vuzachik, I can't remember his name, I thought that man was the best teacher in the world. But what he did was he robbed us of the opportunity to read and understand for ourselves. And Miss White who put the pressure upon me to do the work. You know what I came to realize? I came to realize that you cannot win without becoming. You cannot win without becoming. There is no way Usain Bolt could have shown up in England, in London, and do all of the crazy thing and run the kind of race that he ran if he never put in the work. You have to do the work. That's what I came to realize more than anything else. The person that starts out in grade 9 maths is not the person that finishes in grade 9 maths. Because the amount of concepts, the amount of new things that you have to learn to be successful at the end of that year. The only way you're unsuccessful is if you missed some of the things that you were supposed to do. And our lives look the way that they do because we are not showing up for ourselves. Because we think that it is easier. It is easier for us to have some fun. It is easier to stay on the phone. It is easier to do all of these things. And we can't put off the schoolwork until later. And what I realize is that yes, you might pass the test, but how much do you understand about the subject matter?
So this one says, no, I've never been someone shy until I saw Anika's eyes. Still I had to try. Well, so I said, oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. Anika, I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry. I know everyone can relate to when they find that special someone. Let me sing this part right there. She's so royal, and I want her in my life. Champion, alright. Champion, celebrate America. I am a champion, hey, champion, celebrate America. I am
Success, success, that's how I'm like. Failure is a penalty. Success make you strive. I for work hard, not go waste my time. Get my head in my book, get the lesson in my mind. Go school every day, never have no food. Mommy work hard, sweep the road with the broom. Sometimes she even have to sell back juice. Also little money just to send my go school. Success, success, that's how I'm like. Failure is a penalty. Success make you strive. I for work hard, not go waste my time. Get me head in my book, get the lesson in my mind. Maths and science are the subject me at ease. Make mama proud, bring a smile on her face. Success, success, that's how I'm like. Failure is a penalty. Success make you strive. I for work hard, not go waste my time. Get me head in my book, get the lesson in my mind.
You beat her, bruised her, ill-treated her, but still the children suffer. They're mentally, physically, and emotionally abandoned while they starve for attention, affection, and approval. The self-blame, the rage, embarrassment, humiliation, isolation, and vulnerability pushes them to destroy their own integrity. With pent-up anger, they act out. With depression, withdraw. They're just too frightened and embarrassed to foretold it all. With being easily bullied, they turn to self-harm. And when it's not enough, it's suicide, and sadly, another innocent life lost. They learn what they live and live what they see. Continually it happens. Oh, it's normal to lay hands on girls, you see. Mommy not leaving? Oh, so it's normal for a man to beat me. The older ones are wild and mean. At school, they are hardly seen. Around guns and drugs, their comfort gleams, while girls withdraw, imagine and dream. In the dark they sleep, heads are filled with screams. The misery of their dreams, no chance of peace. Their innocent lives are harder than it seems. They pray every day for the noise to fade away, for the terror to be gone, for a family that's strong. Yet their prayers seem unanswered, all hope is lost. Some say now they lose empathy for others, but simply they are now heartless and cold, that they themselves become abusers or victims. No one knows what the future holds. But what is known is left unsaid, that now their children's lives be spent in a world that they once willed. The torture, the pain, they will never live again, but now their children will feel and see and know what dwells in the unknown of the abusive realm.
Take you to every party, 'cause all you wanted to do was dance. Now my baby's dancing. Alright. My pride, my ego, my nature, my selfish ways. Got a good strong woman like you to walk out my life. Get the clear mess I made. And he asked me every time I close my eyes, and I just sounds like
What if though? What if you take this opportunity to change your being? Now, there's a father figure in the room who spoke to you today. There's another father figure in the room. What if you don't have a father, and instead of feeling dejected, you decide that, can you find me a mentor? Can you find me a mentor? Or can you mentor me? It may be our mentor is promising you for 6 weeks, once a week. We'll find a way to communicate with you, okay? But this is an opportunity for you to start with gratitude. If you don't have a father, you can also find a teacher. Do you have a teacher in your life that you can simply say thank you to? Right, Kevin, in your talk this morning, teacher make a difference. Right? If you start with gratitude in your life, blessings gonna start to follow you. It may sound simple, but I really want you to start right at home with your father and your mother, your grandmother, or those close to you. Is this something that you can take on?
To be very honest, it was very enlightening. I was very inspired. I feel that I can conquer anything now with all the information I have received today. So I thank you for today. Oh wow.
Okay, my name is Avana Roden, and honestly, today wasn't what I was expecting it to be kind of boring, but it was actually really fun, and I also made friends, and it was very, as you know, the functions are just very empowering, and it was very fun, and I learned a lot of things today.
I'm Aisha Simmons, and today was a very interesting day. It was very educational. I came here expecting something, not what I experienced today, and I had so much fun. I learned a lot.
Today was a very productive day. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't expect what I came and saw, what I did. It was a great day. When I first got here, I wasn't much of an outside person, but then I got the courage to actually got up and spoke to people because I was a very shy person. So today was a very good experience, and I thank everyone for that.
Well, you know, we still have the mentorship follow-up to continue with the youths. So our initial commitment was to ensure that each of these students, these youths, would have a mentor for at least 6 weeks. To try, as you know, they go back to school, as they leave here today, they're really pumped. We want to keep that energy. We want to keep them thinking positive. A number of them, as they walked in the door this morning, maybe I would say 95% of them, they were kind of down, you know, and by the end of the day, they were all hopping out of here like, yes, yes, we can. They were so enthusiastic, they were empowered, and we want to keep that. And so that's what the mentorship program will do. You know, and as Cornell spoke to our sponsors, you know, he mentioned a few of the sponsors. It's really difficult to remember everybody when we don't have a sheet of paper in front of us. I want to give special thanks to my friends and my neighbors who, some of them may not even have ever been to Jamaica.
Right.
But when I picked up the phone or sent a text message and said, you know what? On the island of Jamaica, we are struggling. Our young people are particularly feeling like, you know, a low, especially after COVID. We know COVID impacted the entire world. We know that. We also know that the Caribbean islands especially has felt significant impact from this COVID. A lot of these schools were closed for 2 years, almost 2 years. So now we're looking for students to get back into school. Some of them are very, very bright, but you know what? They've lost motivation. So, you know, just giving them a boost as they go back was so critical. And as I explained to my friends and my neighbors, I'm telling you, people just turned out to support. People turned out to sponsor. And I'm hesitant to mention names because I don't want to forget anyone, but I really have to give special thanks to Patrick Jackman from the Jackman Group. He is a coach, he is a mentor, he is a true man that show up. And he said yes before the words even left my mouth. My neighbors, Sean and Karina, my neighbors, Mark and Karen Passaro, Deb, Dr. Deb, I'm telling you, by the time I said, hey, can you sponsor? She was done. She was the fastest sponsor. She sponsored a couple kids for the event. Glenna, I mean, these people are amazing, just totally wonderful. Some folks had to read the information, get some more details, and determine, you know, if they wanted to sponsor. But my heart goes in a great big thank you to all of you. And if I didn't mention your name, it's just simply because I don't have the paper in front of me. So please forgive me. Peter Silos, thank you so very much. Joe Poria, I mean, you guys just really showed up. And you know what? If I didn't mention a name here, I have or will send you a special thank you email. And I assure you that all the youths, they're well aware of your sponsorship by name. And I will make sure that the individual youth that you sponsor, that your name is associated with, that you get an email connecting you with that youth, so you can know the impact that you have had on the child, the life of this Jamaica youth that is the future of our tomorrow. It's our future. So thank you to my friends, my colleagues, my neighbors who stood up for Jamaica. Thank you so much.
You cannot control my thoughts, my emotions. My words are my action.
I have deleted a lot of programs and I have kept a lot of my programs.
Tai Chi is a Chinese martial art for health and self-defense.